What's up, YouTube? This is Beer Station here, and this is going to start off the summer season 2024. This is going to be, yes, the very first episode of the Monogatari series, the off season and the monster season. And after what probably felt like forever, but it's really like the the movie was like the Zoku was like back in like only like about 5 years ago, and it still felt like forever, and it's really nice to have this back after a while. I I really do love the Monogatari series, but it's not one that I find myself, as vocal about it as most people would, because it's one of those experiences where you have this you have this you have this sort of appeal with these glamorous, very interesting ways of directing with the visuals. And Chef is very, very famous, or more or less probably infamous, if you want to call it that, in terms of showing this all the time. And which is kind of sad when you also think that they're not, from what I heard, like they're not particularly the best in terms of uh, in-house management with the employees. I've heard that it's actually improved, so which is good if that's true. Although the one outlining with one of their big animators, what was his name? Yeah, it's Hiro Nagata. He he was very, very prevalent in manga records, as even though that one turned out quite a mess, honestly, narratively. And what I think, but I mean, I feel like it was an outlier because from what I've heard, I feel like it was just he was just unlucky enough to be handled by someone who was a pretty bad, supervisor. I hope they fired. If that was the case, I hope they fired that supervisor, anyway, or reprimanded him or whatever. But yeah, that was a kind of a weird way to go when going into this new season. So Aragi, our goat, his story of high school youth is over, but I mean, so it in a way it feels like the Monogatari series is over, but it's also not really over. It's still gonna have him here, but he is now more. His youth is over. He is now technically an adult. He's probably he's probably attending college right now, or maybe he's being employed. I have not read. I've only read up to where Zoku went in the novels, and believe me when I say the anime is as a much better as a far more better experience for me compared to novels. Novels are still good. They have a bit more details, but when you get to how the anime presents things, I don't blame you if you don't if you'd rather if you had to choose one or the other, you choose the anime, because there's a lot of just this appealing visual directions I've mentioned before, and like Shaft is like one of my favorite. Like it's up there with Kill Annie. I felt like with Shaft, there was an edge there because everything just feels like what is going on. Like you feel like, yeah, their game, but you still want to. They always keep making things refreshing with how they direct things. I, the that being said, the two Shaft series I really like, I particularly like the most. I particularly love from them above everything else is this and the Madoka Magica, the main Madoka Magica series. And oh yeah, by the way, that we're still waiting for that damn Madoka, that third, that that new Madoka movie, which is still pending, as not which is not surprising. I hope, like, whenever they get done with this, or maybe they're working on it right now, that it gets released at some point. I don't know. I doubt it's gonna be overseas though, but yeah. From what the PV kind of said. I mean, it's obviously focused around, the girls that argue, who's been involved, whose livelihood he's been involved with, more or less. I like that it would be centered around, like, so it won't be as a, yeah, like I said, Ari was, I still, he's killing me, but that's his first name. My bad. he, he'll still be around. I mean, that's a given. But I don't think he'll be, at the centerpiece as he used to be. And I'd have to think the focus will be on like, from what I've seen, from what I've seen of Yosuke, the Argy sisters, Nariko. I mean, I actually see like she's actually, somehow she seems to be doing well, or having hopefully moved past Kyomi, but I don't know. Myra's still, I think, probably sticking around. She is assigned as a god now, instead of just needing to be a wandering ghost. Ogi, now that she's been given like a name and identity, she's not just an apparition. She can, which is one of the main big payoffs from Owari Monogatari Part 2, which is literally my favorite. I mean, yeah, true. The Monogatari season has a lot more variety, but I feel like Owari Monogatari has that big payoff for Gi. I mean, for Kyomi, like with how he was able to come to terms, with himself, and Zoku was just a little bit more of the cherry on top, which was also fucking great. Now, before going into this new season, the hate on Yasobi is really weird. It is really weird. I actually took a listen to the song already, the song already. It's the ending. It's not the opening. The openings are still going to be done, individually by. I hope the individual voice actors, because I remember like Monogatari tends to have their openings done by specific characters that are featured in the specific arcs. I have not seen the opening get leaked, the new opening get leaked yet. So, or maybe it doesn't show up here, and maybe it'll show up in the next one. Who knows? But yeah. But without further ado, let's get to this. I remember I actually reacted to Owari Monogatari Part 2 back in my old channel. I think it was stream, but of course it got taken. Of course that channel is gone now. And I remember quite liking it. But at the same time, like at the time, I was bothered by what I think was like a really, really clogged ear. It was like a while back. That's what was bothering me at the time. And so when I revisited, it was like, yeah, damn, that's peak fiction there. Because at the time, because I was bothered, I wasn't sure how to, I wasn't like I liked it at the time, but at the time, like things were interfering with my experience. It can't be helped. I know it was kind of ill advised at the time, but yeah, better late than never. I mean, I did rewatch all of Monogatari prior to this new season, so hopefully everything should go fine here. I mean, I still will probably forget some certain details. I mean, Monogatari is one of those shows where there's a lot of details because there's a lot of dialogue, but I like how they handle the dialogue too. It's really snappy. A lot of things, it doesn't feel too redundant either. I mean, like on paper it probably might be, but it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of emphasizes it, and then like with every particular set of dialogue, the scene changes up. Like once you, and there's this one thing that Chef kind of does. They have this character kind of just do there, and then the next panel, like they're completely at a different position, and you as if they never actually moved there, which is it's kind of a trippy thing when it comes to Shaft. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Let's see how this new season goes. So yeah. Start this off season in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Oh. Oh yeah, the Phoenix. I'll call it the Cuckoo Phoenix. I'm assuming this is after Kiyomi graduated. I don't mean she goes out to the fucking woods and... Oh, never mind. She was observing her. I forgot she was observing her from well back. It's just a continuation. Mm-hmm. This is episode 3. This is episode 1, though. So, out of order. Yes, we... Briars? Oh, wait, no. Haagen-Dazs. That one. But they call it... Let's try... Don't lick! What the fuck, Kyobi? Give her a spoon! What part of you made you think it was a plushie? You had to... You had to spoon all this time! Oh, this nose. Yeah, I don't want to cause any more complications. You're exposed, now what? Wait, what the fuck? Yeah? Uh-oh. No, she's gonna burn. She wants to burn her, huh? Uh-oh. You needed the second confirmation? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Madoka Magica? I was literally just talking about it before the episode. I thought Brother Magic Yosuke. Yeah, Moltres? It's a reference to one of those, those little outlets at the end of the episode. She's just telling this damn lie. Beware of Bert. Well, so much for that plan. Is that what? You think old nigga not involved? So what's she gonna do? Try to make up the monster that she's trying to defeat? According to what she said, the lie. Doki met. Is that mint ice cream? Dude, since we're talking about I'll turn off the television. That was getting good. Understandable reaction. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a manga artist. I mean, she seems to be doing pretty well so far. It seems. The oil is still on her. Oh god, it's gonna be bad. She's so cute, damn it. Wait, there's a manga that's a reference to a manga I read a while back. I forgot what it was. Wait, no. It looks like was that. Why does it remind me of the Ari-san manga? The one that written by Toriyama. I think it was written by Toriyama. That's what that design reminded me. IDK. I don't know, man. Did I just say IDK? Sorry. I mean, again, it's good to see Nanako doing pretty fine now that she seemingly moved on from Kyomi. I mean, she had to. Oh wait, she put us. Yeah, she had slug. I was about to say that. Oh yeah, that was in the ending I saw. I don't think. How did she? I'm more concerned. Like, yeah, I'm sure. um, yeah. Damn, she draws so pretty well though. Not. The time I got re, the time I got reincarnated as a slug aberration. Okay, I was wondering like how would that work, and okay, that would make sense. I'd, yeah, I'd believe so. Yeah, I would believe that. But my concern is because like the slug tofu is more like a felt like a safety measure, so I'm a little uneasy. Like what happens when she does put it on there? How'd that go? Okay. Oh yeah, it's one of those Japanese manga sites. Oh, tell me about it. Yes, just cause. was kind of nice to see that kind of turnaround. She wouldn't. That would not. She would have not said that a while, way back then. Was it the witch's domain? What's she gonna do? Um, yeah. I'm, I really. Well, yeah, if y'all did some biology, you know what that does to slugs. Or if you just watch The Bug's Life, then you know what it does. I was saying, s- s- salt's like a death sentence to those things. What if it actually? Well, that's the plan, but well, a pretty cliche story at that. Uh oh. Not worth living. Yeah. Kind of gotta struggle. Kind of at least gotta get some struggles in order to feel like you're living. Otherwise, you don't progress. You don't mature. You don't start like if you don't get through adversity, you don't grow. You don't develop. Why are you licking the salt? This feels like something you'd say you'd hear in free rent. if they want to really go deep into that shit. Oh. Oh god, they're gonna. Wow, they really summoned a. Mr. Surprise. No, no, one finger. It's like, that's it? That's it? Oh, never mind. Well, oh, yeah. So Nadeko just made that unnecessarily made that shit stronger than expected. Those are. Now you know how. Now you know how Kyomi feels when he found out about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Ooh, the animation. Oh, wow. Well, she did that? Oh, yeah. Get the get the portal. Destroy the source. You. Oh, okay. I forgot it was all from just this little paper. Like, oh, you just mess with the paper, and all everything will go just fine. That everything will just be resolved like that. But I saw you struggling, so I'm just like, that's that catchphrase. Yeah, like in that situation, they would have just she would it should have been reported right away. But her own feeling saying no. She's kind of gotten too attached to Ski. The interesting thing, just going into this little segment is, you know, uh, Yotsuki trying trying to make trying to make some sense, based on her perspective of what we as humans would view pretty normally. It's that sort of perspective that just makes this all the more interesting. Oh, the dance from the dance from the opening. Yeah, it's like it just solved itself that easily. It's like all that kind of just like all that just turned out well for better or worse. I mean, just any bit differently, it could have just been bad. I'm just I will never. Ah, fuck, not again, not again. Ah, fuck, not again. Well, time to repeat. The infinity. We gotta do this shit all over again. Please don't be a fucking endless 8 nonsense. Oh wow, it ended. Wait, that was 32 minutes? Yeah, this is the ending. This was pretty good, honestly. Why did I not make a SpongeBob reference? Because it just occurred to me it's a slug, not a snail. That's why. Even though they're literally the same, they're literally in the same class. The funny thing, like with Yotsuki, is like this is this is this is kind of like yeah, I know this is the ending, but this is also kind of Yotsuki's theme because yeah, she's technically not living, but she's also living. She's kind of just learning, just based on these observations. But of course, being just an animated corpse, she, you know, lost every, doesn't have any recallings of of what the previous life, what her previous life was, or whatever body, whomsoever body she's now having. I mean, well, I was assuming that she's just a separate soul put into that body, but I guess it's not that. But yeah, that's a really interesting way to kick things off. Pretend to be a magical girl, try to set up this whole shit. Almost everything almost just went up to flames, and then just realize, and just realize that Tsuki has this one thing where if she sets up for Phoenix power, she's gonna forget everything anyways. Well, okay, that was incorrect. She was gonna get the physical stress that probably would often be initiated by her Phoenix abilities or superpowers, if you say so. I mean, her nature. That's the way of her existence. She's gonna forget, so. But at the same time, like, she got too careless again. She was stuck. Why you gotta stuck with that? If anything, like, how is it that? It's kind of just funny how it's like, at that moment, like, she was about to do it. Like, does he just go? You was thinking, did you just go back right away to check on everything? And that's just poor timing. Which also kind of factors, which is also kind of the downside of her forgetting, because she's just gonna do the same thing again, without knowing that she already did that the previous day. The Budoka Magica reference is just fucking blatant as hell. If they played one of Ichikaiji's soundtrack from it, I would just flipped. But it's nice to see Sigi doing well, Yotsuki doing well. Naruko's doing really well, which is really nice to see. Of course, they're telling this out of order, but I'm just taking it as it goes. Whatever they got planned with how they were narrating things, so be it. I'm gonna trust in that. I'm gonna trust in that as much as I can, because it's benefited more for me in terms of experience than what the novel did. Even though, like, I know nothing against the novel. It's its own thing. It's still good on itself. But I feel like how the anime does things it's more interesting for me personally. Again, Yatsubi's line is kind of over. Like, I feel like this whole now, if it's oversaturated, like where people get tired of it, yeah, I can get it. I can get it. But the hate, I don't know, man. Also, we got bangers though. But I can understand some people getting tired of it. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. I like how kind of staticky or how the beat is like. It feels very like it's tripping away. It feels like to me. Okay, to me, it feels like it represents Yosuke. I know Yosuke still needs a theme song. Like we haven't gotten the official opening yet. I don't know if we are getting an opening considering it's an original net animation, and sometimes those don't get openings at all. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, we're gonna see more of the other girls and other characters later on for sure. But there's okay, I need to go to that scene. Like I need to go back to that scene. This is literally just a parody of Madoka in just one go. Hold on. It was like right. There's every. What? Hold on. It's. There's this. Where is that one shot? I know it's there. I didn't save a wallpaper of it, so I gotta search up here. There's literally. Where is? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one where they were. Oh fuck it! I'm gonna search on. I'm gonna search on there. They have. I think they have some shots there. It's something like. Felt something like that. I feel like there was a different one. Hold on a sec. Okay, yeah, it's, but just it can it doesn't even need to be dope. It can be like any at this point. But yeah, it's mostly. Hold on, what the fuck? Doki Doki Magic Time. They whatever they said. Hold on, whatever they said. I don't know what they censoring out here, but you know, it's literally they don't want to get copyrighted. And what have I seen? Oh yeah, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, here. This okay. Never mind. Forget that other one. This one is the most blatant reference right here. Oh, that's great. I love both, so it's all good with me. I don't find it. There's no way it should be considered offensive. I mean, they're literally pretty sure it's mostly more or less some of the same staff. I mean, details aside. If I did miss anything, and then do correct me on things. I haven't read the novels novels that are covering this part, and I don't plan to read them until the season is done. So yeah, that. Just putting that to mind. It's nice to see Naruto, doing pretty well. I mean, considering all the shit that she started back in the second season, and, how Kage had what measures he had to take to Kage was going though, like the way he was able to just go into just giving up her status as a god, and then I did almost forget it was a slug that he put in. It was like this slug little thing he put in, and it's kind of crazy. And because of that, she can whatever when she draws onto it, she can actually invoke. It's something like how with the snake tails in one, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if there was some details missed there though, that would have explained that better, or if it was there, it was flashing on screen, and I just totally missed it. I'll rewatch the episode a little later, hopefully, when I get the time. But yeah, it's kind of it's kind of fun. Like she never brings up Kyomi, which is good, which is good. You don't want to get her. You don't want to get attached, but at some point she may remember Kyomi, or she only talks about Kaiki, yeah, because Kaiki kept visiting her a lot, so of course he would come to mind, immediately, and he's like, oh, is he doing well? Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, he's actually, if I remember correctly, he actually survived that stabbing attempt, and I'm sure he's doing pretty well. I mean, and like from the last part, like he was completely doing well. I mean, I did wish like we see how he recovered, but yeah, again, it's sort of nice to see that she's doing well. I mean, it is struggling, and I like what she brought up, like life that she's glad that life ain't easy. Like true, there's just like, I mean, if life was all that easy, if everything just went exactly as planned, if everything was went exactly as planned, it would just not even feel like you're living, like, and nothing really there. Everything's just presented. Doesn't feel like you worked for it. Doesn't feel like you've le- you've you've struggled for it and whatnot. Like it's just everything just goes too perfectly. You don't feel like you're living. You feel like you question like, what's my purpose just being here, you know? So struggling is part of life. As much as we don't want to go, as much as we know it can hurt, and those who can struggle too much, they can get in trouble, and they need others for support. So yeah, I like that. And again, seeing Yosuke trying to process things like that, considering kind of her perspective as an reanimated corpse, not really understanding all of that. I mean, I still question, but then again, it's whatever. How she's able to ingest ice, ice cream. But then again, she's talking in monotone voice, so the part where her, still not getting it, because of the way she is, it makes sense. Although I just gotta wonder where the fucking ice cream go, like when she ingests it. Does it stick there, or does she actually have to go to the bathroom, or like or whatnot? I mean, I don't remember if it was ever like it was probably just kind of matter of factly that they don't really explain it, but whatever. It's just kind of an entertaining thought. It reminds me of the Yogi Shiki one where she was fucking struggling with one arm with the spoon, and that's the most I've ever seen someone. Boy, I love Karate. That was the most I've ever seen someone struggle with a damn cup of ice cream. But yeah, and Maui, goes on and just solves the problem. Just like, yeah, the 3 dimension looks pretty troublesome, but if you just close the source, you just take care of the source, capiche, everything's solved. Kind of funny, Yosuke didn't think about it at the time. She only thought about just not trying to get Tsukihi in any more complications. But somehow everything just kind of pans out. But now she got to repeat the process again because she got too careless. Because like the moment she's just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat what Kyobi got from me from the fridge, and lo and behold, here you go again. But yeah, this is really fun, really great episode to come back with. Welcome back, Monogatari. It's been a while. Well, kind of not really, because I did say I did rewatch it a little bit before the season started, the new season started, but it's nice to have it back. As for the visuals, I personally think they're at least up to par with the previous seasons. Although, of course, maybe like if I want to nitpick, if I really really want to nitpick, sometimes the color choices are a little too bright. At times, sometimes a lot of the scenes the scene by scenes don't feel quite as snappy. But if it makes up for anything, the animation on some of the scenes pop a whole lot better. I think the one, I don't know if it was by Hironori Tanaka or Hiroto Nagata that did that one part where she was literally about to get incinerated to bits by that thing, and you can, and I'm not so sure. Like a lot of the scenes say it's here is Tanaka, but then a lot of the movements feel like it's Hiroto Nagata. I wonder if they're the same. I wonder if it was two of them working on that same little sequence. I don't know. I'll look up Sucker Bro to see if my suspicions are correct. Or it could be just someone completely different and it's just kind of taking the style. I don't know. But yeah, really go. So looking for the next one, and unfortunately, I do feel like this is probably going to be the only series I really am gonna find myself invested for reactions to. I know people probably would want I know people wanted me to do the Ocean of Ko season 2, but I have lots to say about the manga. I have lots to say about the manga, not in a good way. And so, as good looking as season 2 of Ocean of Ko also does look, I can't find myself invested to like. I'll try to. I will try to motivate myself to get into it for the next episode. But I don't know. There's also Aya-san that was also by Don Komo, and that one also looks good. I don't want to try to force myself with that. Try to get out reactions for it. Anyways, that's all for today. Smash the like button, let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, support the YouTube channel, join Discord server, share the video, all the good stuff. But that's gonna do it for today. On this premiere on Monogatari, The Return, and the Off and Monster season. Ryushin signing off, y'all. See you next time. Take care, stay safe, and have a great day. Peace.